Hey there, I'm Lauren and this is Kirk. A few years back, we bought a sailboat in Lake Michigan and took her down the rivers, around the Gulf of Mexico, to the Bahamas and back. We spend our summers in the Midwest in a van we call Chip, often looking for our next real estate investment. Pretty soon, we're expecting to add one more to our crew. We've been in the Midwest for a couple months. We left the boat in Florida in June.
Okay.
And this is
September.
We got a couple more weeks and then we are gonna have a baby.
Yep. Honestly, not a whole lot's been happening.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Are you serious? A lot of editing and a lot of driving back and forth between Michigan and Wisconsin to see our families.
Yeah, and I've worked on a small little quasi mother-in-law suite at my parents' house. So this is the project that I've been working on.
For the daughter-in-law?
For the daughter-in-law.
And son.
We're still on the hunt for properties.
So it includes the frost there as well.
But everything's super expensive. We're going to look at one more today. But I think the whole property dreams are gonna have to wait a little bit.
Everything's expensive and it's also hard to see stuff too.
Yeah, nobody wants to show properties.
Right.
We're gonna focus on
the baby.
The baby.
And Chip.
Oh, this is my mounting plate.
I like that we have a giant van and only 2 seats.
Yeah, we're gonna upgrade Chip quite a bit. And an extra seat for the baby to sit in.
Yeah, that's right.
Show you a little sneak peek of what we're doing. So we don't know if this is a boy or a girl. It's gonna be a surprise because we couldn't find out because of the pandemic. We were calling the baby the belly monster for a while, and after a certain point that sort of just felt demeaning.
Felt a little bit, yeah.
It no longer looked like a monster.
Yeah.
It was looking more and more human-like. So we needed to call it something more human, but we didn't know if we could call it a him or a her or a she or a he.
So we were calling it Shahi for a while.
And that just sort of started to feel weird. Nobody understood it.
Yeah.
So I was like, what about Herbert? It has her in it. And Bert is a guy's name. But so is Herbert. So I was like, what about Sherbert? Because it's not a guy's name. It has she in it, and Bert is a guy's name, and Lauren likes ice cream.
So win-win all around.
So we got Sherbert. Speaking of which, she wants some ice cream right now. So,
yeah.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So why the search for property when we live on a boat? In short, we want a little piece of earth we can call home. We want a place we can come back to when we're not on the boat. With our families nearby and the Great Lakes all around, Michigan is where we want to be. Now we just need to find the perfect spot. So what are we looking for? Well, we're a real estate agent's worst nightmare. We want land because we want to build something ourselves someday. But if there's a structure on it already, that could be a bonus.
So is this our new home?
We want rural acreage, but still be near town and Lake Michigan. We want some trees, but a little bit of openness too, some rolling hills, but also a little bit of flat.
Does this feel like home, buddy?
Ideally southern exposure to take advantage of the sun, but no HOA and minimal zoning restrictions. Like we said, agent's worst nightmare. We didn't find anything this time, so the hunt for the perfect piece of property is still on.
So this is the project that I've been working on for most of the month of August. It's given us a little more space when we come and visit my parents. So it was an unused portion of their basement that they've always wanted to add another bedroom to and put a little bathroom downstairs. So we've got a bathroom now and almost a finished bedroom. This is our bathroom. It's quite small, but huge in comparison to our boat. So I'm honing my framing and drywalling and finishing and electrical and plumbing skills. And check out this badass saw I picked up at a garage sale with this rolling table. It's been like my dream saw. Ever since I was a little kid, any project I've ever done, I always had to go next door to my neighbor and borrow his chop saw, borrow his tools, borrow everything. So it's pretty cool to have your own tools. This is something that I've always had an interest in, owning rental properties and wanting to continue to work on houses and maybe eventually build my own house one day. So this has been a fun project for me. So the idea is that a bed will go there. This is a closet, maybe a dresser. Over here, a little desk and office-y area. We also insulated everything with rock wool.
So what's all this insulation for?
This is for the ceiling and for the wall in the basement.
For our new bedroom.
For a new bedroom.
Rock wool is a fantastic insulation to use, especially inside the house, because it provides a fire barrier. It also has really fantastic sound deadening qualities and super easy to install. There's no tools necessary other than a serrated bread knife to cut through it. It's really dense and holds its shape, so you basically just push it up in between the floor joists and it stays. And it doesn't off-gas, there's no chemicals involved. 80 to 90% of it's recycled. It's just very itchy and creates a lot of dust when installing.
Pregnant mule.
I got my workers hard at work.
How much do you think these weigh?
I don't know, probably only 25 pounds.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But
They're just hard to carry.
it's actually like, it's almost massaging my lower back.
Is it equal? It's equaling you out?
Yeah. Yes.
A few more trips to go.
How funny will it be to show the little sherbert? Be like, that was you.
That's you, Sherbert, right there.
That's your little foot right there. Oh, damn.
Whoa!
What's on your mind?
I'm just very happy right now. And I'm outside working with my hands. I can hear my parents working inside with a little hammer going, and I don't know, I just like, just beautiful and peaceful, and we're all working together and spending time talking to each other and hanging out, and it's just like perfect scene right now. We spent a long weekend rehabbing one of our condos in Chicago once, and my parents came over to Michigan to Chicago to help, and it was still like one of the best weekends of my life. There's just a lot of fun camaraderie, and like we were working on fun stuff with our hands and painting and just eating and joking and sharing stuff, and I don't know, it's just a memory that I think I'm gonna hold in my heart for a long time. Right now is just another one of those times where we're all working together, and just beautiful weather, and I'm happy. We have a new one on the way. Sherby Sherbs.
It's gone from sherbert to sherbs now.
And Sherby.
For sure.
Sherby and Sherbster. Sherbmeister. Alright, I gotta go get more wood to stain. This, did we talk about the stain at all? We didn't want a whole lot of chemicals off-gassing with a little newborn around, and also because a lot of it was going right next to the head of the bed, so we were gonna be sleeping there all night long. So we looked up do-it-yourself stain recipes. So we made this, which is vinegar, steel wool, tea, turmeric, beet juice,
And a little bit of coffee grounds?
and coffee grounds. That's right. And it makes this really nice, like weathered look that brings out the color in the wood and kind of stains it a little bit gray-brown. And it smells a little bit like pickles for the first couple of days, but then it's gone. But there's no like chemicals off-gassing. It was all stuff we found in the house, which was really cool. So it was like free. It's already starting to turn a nice pinkish yellowy
Yeah,
here.
it's changed in the last 5 minutes.
Like, yeah, that's what it was. That's quite a big difference.
Fall's coming. All the way.
Dim them.
That.
Yeah. There's a bed in here.
Yeah, this used to be plain drywall, concrete floor, completely open ceiling with rafters and plumbing and basically a basement. Now it's a real room.
Did all these soffits, all the electrical, all the lights, all the drywall, all the framing. Did not do the carpet.
I'm 39 weeks tomorrow, so 1 week before my due date. But I think I'm gonna go over. Kirk and I are hoping for October 1st. Just 'cause. Also, I got some work I need to do. We've been spending time getting this room ready, and I got some more editing I need to do before the baby goes.
We just spent all day today going through all of the baby clothes and sleeper places for the baby to sleep. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah.
Bassinet and swings and chairs and changing tables and all sorts of stuff that we've acquired through friends
Yeah,
and
we haven't
family.
bought hardly a thing.
It's all hand-me-downs
Yeah.
because they grow out of it in like a week. And this little chunker.
Yeah, probably isn't even gonna fit into newborn clothes. So, judging by the size of what Kirk and I were when we were babies, we were both over 9 pounds. So, don't think that I'm gonna have a small baby.
Big old bowl of sherbet.
Big old bowl. Are you ready?
To have a baby?
Yeah.
No. No, I'm not.
Are you ready to help me have a baby?
I'm ready to have a nap.
How you feeling?
I'm okay. We got surprised. Oh, here comes another one.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it.
So it was just yesterday, and we were out for a walk, and Lauren said, I don't think I'm gonna have the baby until my body, like my mind is ready for it. And like until we're ready for it. My sister came over yesterday and helped us get everything down here ready for the birth, and I just finished everything that I needed to finish 2 days ago on the room.
Apparently the baby thought, alright, good enough.
Yep, here I come.
You washed some clothes for me, you washed some blankets. They're all folded and stacked on the shelves. Cool. Oh, we've decorated a little bit.
Tried to make it a little more cozy.
Yeah, got the cover on the bed.
Yeah, we still didn't have sheets until this afternoon. My mom picked some up for us. So we just cut it by the skin of our teeth here.
Yeah.
Now we're just hoping that everything's still going okay with the little one. And he'll be here shortly.
Is she?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you got another one.
Okay.
After 36 hours of labor, the pain in my lower back had grown incredibly intense, and my energy was fading, and so was our hope for a home birth. The baby wasn't in a favorable position, and no matter what position I tried, standing, lying down, using a yoga ball, the birth tub, I made no progress. I was exhausted, deflated, crushed. But the longer we waited, the more exhausted the baby was going to become too. Kirk and I agreed going to the hospital would be the best for all of us. For something so natural, the hospital felt like an unnatural place to be. But after the rough labor I endured, I was so grateful for modern medicine to help bring our baby safely into the world. And lucky for me, the midwives and nurses I ended up with couldn't have made me feel any more safe and comfortable. And at sunrise on September 20th, 2020, our daughter, Renata Lynn, was born.
And super strong mama there. Super proud to have you. Got a short list of baby.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so what's going to happen?
She's gonna put her arms straight up. Go.
And it's your favorite thing.
Yeah. Hey, little Renata, come here. Come here. Oh, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was a little bit of a delay.
That was a little
response.
weak, but. We're gonna get you out of this little diaper, okay?
Ah. So, love. This is day 4 of Renata. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
And a couple of breakdowns the last 24 hours. Kirk and I have not gotten hardly any sleep, which, surprise. But this is the first time I've opened my computer and getting a couple of small tasks done. That feels pretty good. She has her Grammy's feet. They're like size 11. And she wasn't even that tall.
No, she wasn't.
Let's take a ride. I've got the perfect place in mind. We've got a nice
Hey, I got an idea. Let's put a bunch of tiny little buttons on this suit jacket.
It's a sailboat. We'll start searching for that booty. It'll show up sooner than later. As soon as Mommy puts down the camera, it'll show up, I promise. Yeah, I'm touching your foot. This is your foot. This is your right foot, and this is your left foot. Each foot has 10 toes. I lied. Each foot has 5 toes. You poor thing. Are you trying to crawl already? You trying to crawl away from the hiccups? Did you puke again?
Yeah, there's no boob
This is like the first real thing we're trying to do with our newborn baby girl. Today, I used to, when I noticed the wind was blowing, throw all the stuff for the windsurfer into the van, and I'd be like down at the lake in 5 minutes. Finally, 45 minutes later, we're ready to roll. It's a whole new world living with a baby. There he is, the adventure mobile. And my lovely, she's been so sweet sitting down here today while I went windsurfing. We haven't been away from the house with Renata yet at all. So our first adventure with a newborn, I would say, is a success. And it's a beautiful fall day here in Michigan. Fresh wind, warm sun, cool air.
Ooh,
This was so nice.
I'm warm.
Yeah, you are. Coming up?
Yeah.
Do you want to bring her or leave her there?
Um,
She looks peaceful enough.
don't know how long that'll last, but
Oh, you can get her when it stops.
hear some stirrings. Now that the fall is upon us again, it is time for me to get back to work on Chip. So Chip only has 2 seats, and we now have 3 people in our family. So we need a 3rd seat, and space is such a premium in a van. We decided to go with a fold-away seat. The back of the seat folds down, the seat folds up against the wall, and now we've got all this moving around space. The project I'm working on right now is going to be to figure out exactly where that seat is going to be located, because I'm going to have to drill some holes through the bottom of the van for the through bolts that hold it secure, because that is also a very heavy seat. First of all, I made a mock-up of the base of the seat. So I'm going to take this below the van and kind of position it and see where things line up under there. This is my mounting.
Should we see if she wants to lay down now? It's really nice outside.
Oh. Uh-huh. And then? Uh-huh. Oh, you had enough now, huh? Okay, let's get you the boobies, huh? Is that it? Is that all the talking you have for tonight? We'll sign off with a fart.
Are you joining?
No.
No?
No, I can. You want me to?
With hair like that? Look at.
It's pretty good.
We've been at this parenting thing for a month and a half now, and it is rare that the 2 of us are without baby. And we may or may not have 10 seconds or 10 minutes. Probably
We don't
not.
have long.
Probably not. I'm actually working on a boat project at the moment,
Man, I look like Bozo. There's some sick hair.
but we haven't really talked about the baby at all. Is there anything to say? She's a baby.
We have a baby.
We have a baby. Her name is Renata Lynn, and
She's in the background whimpering right now.
Yep.
You're not alone. Everything's okay.
all right, I'm going to tell you about my sewing project. Going to slice this edge off right there and make the width of the Dodger Bimini connector just a tiny bit shorter so that it doesn't flap in the wind.
It looks great.
It's a little bit flappy on that side. Oh, hey, you have arms in there? Hey, this is an 80s era relic from,
Oshkosh.
is that from you?
I don't know.
Definitely might have been in that.
It might have been.
Both of our mothers saved a bunch of clothes from when we were kids.
Say, Mommy, quit making fun of my fashion. Oh, Renata, baby girl, go to sleep, go to sleep. I can hear you breathing deeply. I hope that means this song is working.
All done.
Nice. This is going to ensure that I drill perpendicular to the floor. Here goes nothing. So now that I've got the holes through the floor, through the subfloor, through the insulation, I just have to cut holes through the van floor. Alrighty, we got the seat in. We're getting the bolts and the nuts on. So this is actually just a dry run. I've still got to pull all these bolts back out and put some primer on the bare metal where I cut through so I don't have any rust. I'm actually going to get all brand new bolts. These bolts actually came from the chain plates of our boat, so they're pretty old. And I am going to have a big backing plate here that fills in this space and spreads out the load even farther than all of these washers. Okay, here we go. But for our little itty bitty road trip that we're gonna leave on tomorrow, I think this is gonna be just fine. All right, back towards the middle of the van, here we go. You're holding it?
Yeah, it's just running really easily.
Okay, cool. All right, now it's getting tight.
Now it's tight.
All right, middle.
I don't think that seat's gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So I forget. There we go. What am I hitting here? What am I hitting?
Is there another lever that has to open?
Oh, yeah, that one. There it is. Oh, yeah, that's close.
Wow. I want you to go down and just eyeball all those
Yeah, I will.
nuts and bolts and make sure they're happy with the way you did it.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah. What you doing?
I'm trying to give you a high five.
Oh.
Cool. And there was just enough space to open. Success. We are done. The bolts fit. I drilled all the holes in the right direction with like an hour of sunlight to spare. And we can leave tomorrow morning. I'm gonna go show Lauren, see what she thinks. Your reaction is not gonna be all that great at all. Because it looks exactly like it did before.
Oh, cool. All right, let's see it. Oh, that's a tough seat.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Wow.
It'll probably break in a little bit.
I don't mind it. I like how flat it is. Those
Yeah.
bucket seats hurt my butt.
I did all this for you, little girl.
This is for you. This is awesome. This is so great.
Got the whole damn fam in the van. My dad just gave us the big old thumbs up on the way through on the mower.
Normally, Kirk and I both take care of Renata, or that's how it's been since she was born. And the last few days this week, I've told him, just go finish the van. And it's a lot of work. I cannot imagine being a single mom. Like, props to all of those.
All the single ladies.
Yeah. In a couple days from now, it's gonna be winter.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be fun to be in the van.
It's been like down into the 40s and 50s for like the last week and a half. And all of a sudden we got like 5 days in a row of fantastic weather. Super excited to go on a little road trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Check out some property up North Michigan, try and find us a little home. We need a
So
place.
a place we can park our new boat.
Future boat.
Yeah, future boat.
All right, I gotta get this van cleaned up and we gotta start packing.
I love it too. I don't want to get too excited.
It's Renata's first time on the boat.